Hi, this is Ivan and welcome to the channel. Here we are once again in Providence, Rhode Island for Flight Sim 2025. It's been a great trip so far. I'm at the Honeycomb booth and I have been using Honeycomb gear for years. I've loved it. It's what got us through the pandemic, guys. The Alpha and the Bravo got us through the pandemic. And as I walk around the Expo here, I bet half these booths are using the Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo to demo their gear, their software. So it's still ubiquitous, it's still important, and it's still relevant. And there's some new gear coming up, and I have Gil with me here.
Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, thanks, That's awesome. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of walk around and just got some brief overview of some of this new equipment for you.
So, yeah.
So Gil's gonna run us through some of this equipment. So Gil, tell us what's going on here.
Yeah, so introducing the Foxtrot Aviation Stick, upcoming in October, released in October.
Okay.
So this is a kind of combination that we have planned and that will be upcoming as well. Not this year, but planned for upcoming productions as well. It's a throttle box in combination with a Foxtrot, like a Foxtrot takeoff kit.
Okay.
But as already mentioned, this is separately available in October 25. And yeah, so basically functionality, you have 5 two-way switches, for example. You have different knobs here. As you can see, autopilot functionalities. You have, as the throttle box, 4 levers you can turn down and up. You have a landing gear. You have an integrated parking brake as well, and another 2 way switches as well.
So will these 2 units, will they ship together? Are they separate purchases, or how does that work?
They are separate purchases. So this is available from October 25.
Okay.
And this is in combination with the throttle box, the takeoff kit, just upcoming.
Okay. Does the joystick have a Z-axis, or is it?
Yes, it has. So as you can see, you can just shift this. Oh, whoa, yeah. So I have to train a little bit more, to be honest.
And is that joystick detachable, or is it permanently attached? There's not going to be different upgradable joysticks? Is this?
No, that's just a single unit, but
okay.
You can, I can just turn around. So as you can see, you can
connect them together.
Yeah, connect them together.
Okay.
You can even adjust the tension with a hexagon.
Okay.
And yeah, basically, in addition to that, you have 4 action buttons you can just adjust by yourself.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So really, whoa. Just trying to save the day.
Terrain.
Okay, you got me.
All right, awesome. Okay.
Showing you one of our already released products. I guess already many people know the Alpha flight controls.
Okay.
Plus the Charlie rudder pedals, and now in combination with a new product, the Sierra TPM module. So it has an integrated trim wheel, metal veneers for the throttle, the propeller, and the mixture, like pushable knobs, and a really smooth tension with it. Obviously, we have the flaps. We have an integrated parking brake as well.
Nice.
You can push and pull, and yeah, the landing gear as well.
Is the mixture twist at all, or is it push button only?
It's pushable.
Does it spin?
Yeah.
Okay, so it does have the fine tuning spinning.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And you can just tighten or loosen the throttle as well. So yeah. And yeah.
And this is, of course, the Alpha, which we all know and love. I'm sorry. This is the
Sierra.
Yeah. And down here is the Charlie.
Exactly.
And release dates on these, if available or upcoming?
So the Charlie rudder pedals are available. The Alpha flight controls are available. The Sierra TPM module will be released in October 2025. So this year, 2020, October, yeah. Exactly.
Awesome. So, and this was, I mean, I think there's a need. People really like these vernier style throttle mixture power So this is, but the ones that are out there typically are very, very expensive and sometimes
exactly,
to the point that nobody can buy it.
Yeah. So I promise that we won't have the price range that you might know from competitors. So this will be available in the same price range as we are with our other products as well.
So basically the same value that we've gotten from the Alpha and the Bravo, we will get from the Sierra.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. As you might see, we have, it's a different surface at the moment because this is just a handmade sample, right?
Gotcha.
And the mass production of it will have a similar surface like the Alpha and the Bravo. So it will have the same quality as both of the products or Honeycomb products as well. So yeah,
and
really,
this has all the same mounting options that the previous units have. So if you want to mount some panels on there or other things or whatever you would mount, that seems like it's the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. Awesome.
Okay. Yes,
all right.
The next one. So this year we are introducing the light range. That means we have a streamlined Alpha flight controls called the Alpha Light and a streamlined Bravo throttle quadrant called Bravo Light.
Okay.
So what are the changes? Basically, we reduced the back panel, the lighting, and the separated buttons on the top to provide you a better, so basically the same quality and the same functionality and the same feeling, but with a reduced price point. So will be interesting for, let's say, entry-level users, as well as someone that wants just only a yoke, for example. So if you say, hey, I got my displays on the left and the right, and I just heading for a simple yoke, then that's your deal, right?
So there are a lot of people, I feel like, that do have setups where they have their own switch panels, they have their own other things, and then you have these extra switches, and now you're paying for switches that you don't use. So this is perfect. And you did mention for that young pilot, that starting out pilot, or even that older pilot that's starting for the first time and wants something that's just going to be a little simpler to set up,
Absolutely.
and a little easier to utilize and just to get flying.
Yeah.
Just the job is to get flying.
Absolutely.
And that's what this seems like. And what's the difference with the Bravo light? What am I seeing here?
Yeah, so basically it's also kind of a reduced or streamlined Bravo throttle quadrant that we have already released, but yeah, reduced, as you can see, the levers just to 2 engines. You can set up it how you like on this level. We have an integrated landing gear as well, a trimming wheel, and a parking brake as well. So this is something that we are planning to...
I am glad the industry is putting parking brakes
well,
on flight sims. It's hard to why isn't this plane moving?
Yeah, exactly, right? So
now is it 4 instead of
6?
6,
Yeah.
yes. 4
Yeah.
instead of 6. Are these interchangeable with the Bravo and Bravo light? In other words, will these attachments, is it the same thing in there, or are they specific to the unit?
I bet it's interchangeable, but don't get me nailed on this. I have to talk again with our very chief technic officer.
Gotcha. No, that makes
right.
sense. That makes
sense. Yeah.
And again, like the other one, same mounting options on the top.
Exactly.
That's quite like I said, because I'll be honest with you, I have a Bravo and an Alpha. My Bravo is still a main piece of gear for me. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I rarely use all 6 throttles, and there's a part of me that thinks this would even be better for me because I really don't utilize the Bravo to its full potential.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's excellent.
So our intention on this is plug and fly. So really keep it simple, keep it
and again, we have the Charlie down here.
Yeah.
And
so a little bit of less complexity to make it even easier for people to join flight simming, and to, let's say, get more people into the interest of
Excellent.
Release dates. So this one will come out around August 2025, and this one will come out in November 2025.
So what I'm hearing is there's a good chance all this gear will be available before Christmas.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's our spot.
All right. Moms, dads, wives, husbands, buy your spouse some sim gear. What the hell?
We are coming to the aviation, the Echo Aviation
Okay,
controller.
so this is the Honeycomb Echo.
Yes. This is the Honeycomb Echo. As you can see, it is illuminated, but don't get me wrong, this is just the first of 2 handmade samples that we have created for the show. And it will be improved in the mass production as well. So we plan to have illuminated logo as well, for example, but that's just again a little bit of tweaking and the details. So what do we have here? We have 2 shoulder buttons, or 4 in all. We have a D-pad here, we have home button, we have obviously share, menu, view. What we have here, and that's really cool, a really yoke stick. So if you pull it, for example, your nose, as you can see,
we can see that it's reacting.
It's reacting like a real yoke in this right direction and this direction. And if you just turn it left and right, it's like the right feeling or the exact feeling.
Oh, that's nice.
Like a real alpha yoke that we had already, right? Okay. So this is a really cool feature.
Question, is this compatible with PC and Mac? PC only? What's the word on that?
So we are definitely starting with PC. And likewise as the technical questions, I have to check again for Mac. But yeah, let me just say it's basically adaptable to different consoles. So yeah, that's basically the plan.
Okay. And it's USB-C.
Yeah, USB-C.
Okay.
Connectable. We will have not only USB-C, we are planning obviously to have it Wi-Fi connected via Bluetooth. So yeah, if you want to sit on a couch, for example, like people me, it's more like yeah, getting it around, flying a little bit without having just a complete setup, or even have the space ready for it, right?
Also, I see this as being something that I'm here today. I'm going to go to my hotel tonight. I've got my laptop. Clearly, I didn't bring my Alpha or Bravo or Charlie, and it would be nice to be able to throw that in the bag and just spend a little time.
Yeah, it's
on the
perfect
laptop
for traveling, right?
Yeah,
when you're on the road quite often, for example, or flying around the world, you can even have this stored in your bags easily. It's space saving flying device. And it comes all with the palm of your hand. Like for example, as already said or already seen on previous products, the landing gear, an integrated parking brake, flaps, an integrated trim wheel, and yeah, the POV button as well. So everything that you need to fly a plane.
That's excellent. And I'm assuming the price point, again, to be determined, but will be similar in value to the other pieces you guys.
Absolutely,
that's awesome.
Absolutely. And I just forgotten another great feature, because you have an integrated rudder pedals on the back as well. And if you take a look, it's related and linked to each other, so behaving kind of like a real rudder pedals, right?
That's perfect.
Yeah. So
you see, it's very light. Very light. So this is not going to wear you out holding it if you're doing an extended flight. It feels nice. Everything feels like you can get to it. You can't tell, but the rudder selection in the back, my finger just lays right on the top of it, right where it should. I'm not having to reach or pull my finger back. So again, no fatigue there. The ergonomics feels really nice. So
thank you very much. Yeah.
So we just got a great tour here from Gil at the Honeycomb booth here in Providence. I'm excited about this gear that's coming out, and one thing that I hear a lot on the interwebs is all the new gear coming out is costs an arm and a leg. It's super expensive. I just want to get started. I want to get flying. For the young folks getting started out, for some of the older flyers like myself, for the old folks that are on fixed income, where they just need something simple that's easy to use, they have that. But then they also have some of the gear that is more detailed and with all the buttons and the bells and the whistles. So you're really covering a pretty good range. Gil, I appreciate your time and thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
This has been awesome. All right, guys, we'll see you later.
Thanks for having me. Bye.